Hello, everybody. I'm going to present you our paper called Informal Economy and Data Availability, Understanding the Recirculation of Medicines in Brazil. As introduction, context, and justification, we can say that the reuse of medicines originates from the increasing awareness on wastage and the lack of affordability due to the costs of such products. The pharmaceutical goods returns have been formally reported in some US states since 2004, and also in Greece to the GiveMed initiative since 2010, and also in Brazil, in some Brazilian states, at least since 2002. As the arrangements for medicines returns vary across countries, there is need to pay attention to the structures and organization of the management of medicines returns. They are also described as a type of circular economy or sharing economy, but sharing and circular economy are not widely regulated in Brazil. So, in fact, the medicines returns for reusing are informal practices that generate informal income to people that benefit from these programs. In Brazil, we have some deadlocks regarding the reuse of medicines because the federal decree that rules the returns of medicines states that the medicines need to be returned to the pharmacies, the commercial pharmacies, and for destruction, for environmentally correct disposal. And at the same time, we have municipalities ruling the programs of reusing of medicines. So we have a type of gap between deadlock between the federal and the municipal legislation on medicines returns, and it is enabled because the Constitution gives common and concurring competence to the federal, state, and municipalities to enact rules on health and environment. So this is not an unconstitutional situation. So we realize this gap. The problem of our research is to verify whether the solidarity pharmacies are transparent regarding their data, and to what extent and how much they generate income to the beneficiaries. To highlight the unstructured documented modus operandi in 8 Brazilian solidarity pharmacies of 3 states, we investigated 2 aspects: the informal economy the solidarity pharmacies trigger, and to what extent they publicize their data. Why we taken 8 pharmacies? Because firstly, we launched questionnaires to 21 pharmacies, but only one of these pharmacies gave us answers, and this one pharmacy gave us incomplete answer. So we needed to change our strategy. Regarding the literature review, we reviewed the informal economy literature, and we can say that the informal economy can be defined as a domain where the activities are not dictated by any economic legislation. We can say that informal economy, in the case of the solidarity pharmacies, are a type of economy that generates indirect incomes to the potential beneficiaries. Also, we can say that regarding our methods and procedures, so as I said, we needed to change our procedures because many pharmacies, the majority of the pharmacies we target as sample of the research, they didn't answer our questionnaire that were divided in 3 sections. 70 questions on the origins, organization, structure, and routines of the pharmacies, 16 questions on the environmental, social, economic impacts, 14 questions about the barriers and opportunities to the work of the solidarity pharmacists. So, given that only one pharmacy answered and in incomplete form, we went to the Google search engine and put the name of the pharmacist and tried to get unstructured data of pharmacies. And we in fact get 8 pharmacies data. We also use the IBGE, the Brazilian Institute of Geography and Statistics data, in order to calculate the per capita amounts, both the monetary amounts and the physical amounts. But we have not complete data. Some pharmacies provided data on monetary and physical data, and other only provided monetary, and other only provided physical data. So we needed to use some IBGE data to calculate the per capita amount of beneficiary people, because the IBGE database is a very reliable database, and it has data from the whole population of the municipalities and the population which receives a health, the proportion of the population which receives a half of the minimum wage Brazilian, the minimum Brazilian wage. Also, we needed to convert the monetary amounts, taking as reference the currency of the month of May 2022, which was $1, corresponding to 471 Brazilian currency. The main results we had are: some municipalities provided only physical data, as is listed in this presentation. Other municipalities only provided monetary data, and other provided both. So when we have the physical and the monetary data, we could express more realistic data. Given the unstructured nature of all but IBGE data, the type and the temporal range of data are very uneven. From the available information, we could conclude that Lagoa Vermelha municipality, the Solidarity Pharmacy of Lagoa Vermelha, enable an indirect income of around 28 per capita in redispensed medicines in a single month of December 2019. Sorry, to $2,008 from one whole year per capita. $2,008 from one whole year, from December 2018 to December 2020. Rio do Sul provided an amount of $5 per capita in one single month, August 2021. Santiago municipality provided an amount of $4 per capita only in one month, January 2022. But the main final remarks we need to highlight here is about unnecessary questions that we could not answer, and we have interest in to get the answers. For instance, if the informal economy happens outside the legislation, how can the phenomenon of the solidarity pharmacy be framed? once they enable indirect informal income and they are settled in formal local protective legislation. This is a type of puzzle for us. Other questions we raised: what is the proper accountability structure for the solidarity pharmacies, considering the effects they bring to the beneficiaries, to the local economy, and at the same time to the local public planning of medicines procurement? This is another question. What are the costs of these municipal units for the public managers regarding the structure and the staff? How do the solidarity pharmacies deal with the process of inspection, assessment, dispensation, accounting, considering that these pharmacies take part in the reverse flows of medicines and are different from the regular commercial pharmacies? To what extent does the recirculation of medicines undertaken by the solidarity pharmacy take into account the warnings about the risks entailing the use and the reuse of medicines? These are questions we need to address in other research. We will use the law and information access in our ongoing research, in our further research. And this is the direction we are following in our next questionnaire. So we sincerely acknowledge to the CNPq agency under the process 404-551-2021, and we acknowledge the ACPN network to give us the opportunity to present this work. Thank you and have a nice Congress.